Hello and welcome to the 20th installment of Liverpool vs. Everybody. Um, First things first, I want to give a shout out to Klop. I think the guy's name or girl or whatever he is. We had some banter a few days ago, which I thought was some healthy, just trash talk between supporters. I think that's natural. I love that. I don't think just because we support one team that we have to agree with each other on everything. And so, start off is really healthy. I thought the guy had some strong opinions. I had mine, which I always will. But when you throw insults in it, especially when it's towards my family, my son, I'm not cool with that. I asked the guy not to swear, did it anyway. Leave your comments all you want. I like that on our channel. It's cool. And another thing, I'm not. This is fun for us and my man. Like, it's not. I personally don't care about how many followers, subscribers, whatever. It's nice if we get them. It's nice if you comment. I actually prefer the comments over the subscriptions and all that because it gives us something to think about and bounce off of. But I can care less about all of that. It's just fun for us. It's a way for me and my man to interact with ourselves when he's on with me and with you all. So that's cool. But when you start swearing and you put my son's name along with that insulting remark and swear, I can't allow that. I can't stand for that. So I'm pretty sure that was the first, and I'm pretty sure that's the last situation. I like to think there aren't many. I know there are many out there like that, but I think that was a special situation. And again, I'm on here all the time talking about Redman TV, but not necessarily in a bad way. I subscribe to their channel. I like their channel. They have really good, insightful information on there. It's a proper supporters channel, and one of the only really. So when I say things about Redman TV, it's not a knock on them. I'm not shooting at them. I'm not attacking them. I have different views on them most of the time, and I think that's okay. But best believe when I actually finally get to Liverpool to watch a match, I'm going to be looking for them after the match to discuss things with them. I'm like a fan of Liverpool of Redman TV. That's the truth. I like them a lot. We just have different views, and I think that's okay. Um, some of you fans in London, or in England, or wherever it is you're located, have this idea that you know more, or you're more suited, or you're a better fan than us stateside. And listen, maybe you think that, maybe there is some truth to that. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's similar to American football. We would know more maybe than you all, whatever the case may be. Um, but I'm a supporter like the next man, and I don't care about proving I'm a better supporter or anything like that. I love my team like the next Liverpool supporter loves the team. You know, so I'm all about. I never want to get into a battle that gets serious, especially over the internet, with another Liverpool supporter. I mean, it's silly. But I'm always going to speak my mind. I'm always going to have strong opinions about the team, and I don't care what you or anyone else thinks. So I'm gonna keep it clean always, and I'm sure the rest of you will. That was just one off. So yeah, shout out to my man Klop or whatever your name is. I'm sure I'll see you on other feeds again, and we can go back to the trash talk. I actually enjoyed it. It was fun while it lasted, but I can't have you disrespecting my man like that. Anyway, moving on. Um, Rare for me to get excited about any kind of rumors really, but on Liverpool Pro this morning, I did come across a guy who I had been thinking we should look at and maybe, um, bring in if possible. Didn't really think it was going to happen. That's just kind of how it goes in my mind. There's always players that I like that probably aren't even on our radar, and I just hope and pray Liverpool will actually give a look to. And finally, seems like maybe that has happened. Jordan Amavi from Aston Villa. The interesting thing about that is, of the three teams, well, not really Norwich, but Newcastle and Aston Villa, for me, have 3 to 4, maybe 5, 6 players that I wouldn't mind seeing in the Liverpool shirt. I mean, collectively, not on each team. And Aston Villa to me has a quite a few of them that I thought, I shouldn't say quite a few. I think they have 3 or 4 that I can think of here. I have 3 here that I can think of players that I wouldn't mind us giving a shot, and Amavi was one of them. I'm a firm believer in Moreno Alberto needing to be gone, and so Amavi would fit it right in. I thought he did really well in his unfortunately short period of time at Aston Villa, coming over from Nice, France. Had a really bad, I think, knee injury that just put him out for the rest of the season. But while he was there, he was really bright early on in their campaign. But they also have guys like Jordan Ayew, who I think is really good. And whoever gets him is going to get a guy who's very fiery. He's got a really, really, I'd say, volatile temper. But in a way that I like. He's had some questionable actions on the field that I like to see him tone down a bit, but I like the fire in him. And I think he's going to help any team he goes to. I really highly doubt he'll stay with Aston Villa. So I hope we can give him a look. I don't know, but I haven't heard much about it. But, I can at least hope and pray we can get him. Ayew, Amavi, they've got Adama Traore, who I believe came from Barcelona's U team or Barcelona B team or something like that. This guy's lightning fast, pace. He's not the biggest guy, and I've spoken about it with other people, and I believe we don't need a bunch of Jordan. We don't need a bunch of Joe Allens out there. He's miniature enough. So, but he could be just I don't know. He's a guy you find a spot for coming off the bench, but one of your, he's definitely your consistent, 12th man coming off the bench, 13th, 14th man. Like, he's a guy that you're gonna need or you could use in crunch time. I mean, the pace on this guy, the very few times I saw him play was just incredible. He's a bright talent. I'm not sure what Aston Villa's going to do with him. They didn't really seem to want him much while he was there. I'm not sure if he had an injury or not, but I can go on too. They got Ghana Gay. Who else they have on their squad? I think they might have been there. Ghana Gay, who also was from France. Idris. That might be it. But yeah, I think Grealish has potential. I'm not really sure. I think Tottenham's looking at him though, but I think at another club he probably could flourish a little bit. You felt like Aston Villa would have been that club under that manager. The first manager they had, I forget his name, but he did really good with them last season. Anyway. Jordan Amavi, that would be a great one. I'm not gonna hold my breath though, because I wouldn't be surprised if it comes to nothing. But that was one thing that I saw that it was rare for me, because most of these rumors I don't even pay much attention to. They don't really seem like they're gonna happen anyway. So a lot of times. Also, this is thing about Coutinho, which I was watching the Red Men TV. They had a really good piece on kind of transfer committee, and they were sitting at the table talking about players that should go or should stay. I thought that was really good. And a lot of people were shocked at Paul for saying that Sturridge should go, and I can see why. I mean, it is Sturridge, and you think about what he can do. The question is, will that happen? Will we have him for a full season? And so I get where Paul was coming from. It's a shame. He'll come and be really bright, and then he'll fall over again. And so that's something you don't really want to have to try to depend on a guy who might just keep breaking down on you. So I kind of side with Paul. I'm torn with that. I feel like if we can get a good amount for him and bring someone in, I think that's a big if. Then let's do it. But you never really know with that. So if we can maybe bring in a guy, and then I don't know. But I will say I'm equally as keen on Coutinho leaving as Paul was with Sturridge. And I think people probably will all think that's crazy, but that's my opinion. So Coutinho to PSG, I wouldn't mind that. We get some money in, and try to go after a guy just as good or better, and I think we can do that. Personally, someone who can be at least more consistent than Coutinho, who to me just hasn't been that guy. He's been absent in a lot of big games, in my opinion. He's been good in some big games as well. Let me just put that out there. But prime example for the final, and a lot of people can say, well, everybody was bad for the final. Yeah, collectively we weren't that great. But I honestly thought at some points, or forgot at some points, that Coutinho was actually on the field, and that's a problem for me. So I just want to talk about that Jordan Amavi thing. That kind of got me excited. He's probably one of the guys, the top 5 guys on my list that I feel that I'd be happy to see us bring in. There's a bunch of other guys in the Premier League that I'd like to get into seeing. We're going to go ahead and postpone that for another video. This is getting kind of long already. So, yeah, but those are some guys I think we could look at, or should look at, just beyond Amavi. So, yeah, we'll be back in a day or two, or what have you, and talk more about some transfer situations and things of that nature. Hopefully we'll be making some signings soon. It seems like, I know it's not true, but it seems like it's been forever since we got the keeper from Mainz. But, it'd be nice to see us kind of fill those spaces in. I think we have until July 20th or something like that. But, yeah, so till next time, guys. See ya.